Hi students, today we are going to learn about some application related to Euclid's division lemma. Before going to the applications, let me recall what we have learned in the previous session. So previous session we have learned the Euclid division lemma, right? What's the Euclid division lemma says? Euclid division lemma says for a given any positive integer a and b, it will satisfy the function like a is equal to bq plus r and 0 is less than or equal to r less than b, right? So here a and b can be any positive integers and q and r can take positive integers or even a 0, right? That's what we are seeing. So today we are going to see about the Euclid's division lemma has several applications related to finding properties of a number. Yes, it has several applications. The few applications we already know, that few properties of numbers we already knows, right? Example, we can take in a pattern like even numbers 2, 4, 6 goes on, right? So it is like in a what, it's also multiples of 2, right? Everything is a multiples of 2. So this we can generalize as a 2n, we can generalize as a 2n, right? So 2 into 2 multiples, everything is a 2 multiples. This is also one of the properties, and you can also see it satisfies the Euclid division lemma, right? If a is in any integer, any even number, so it satisfies a 2n. That means the 2 can be in a b and n is a quotient and r is a 0. And what about an even number? 1, 3, 5. What about? So even number is like in a 2n plus 1, 2n plus 1, and it is also satisfies like it's also look like an expression this, right? Like an Euclid division lemma's expression, that is a is equal to 2n plus 1, right? So like this we have the known properties are the even numbers, odd numbers, right? Even we can see many problems like in a square, we have patterns for the square, cubes, many things are there, right? So that's what we are going to see in today. So here we go to the first problem. This is an exercise 1.1 second one. Show that any positive odd integer, so any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1, 6q or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5, where q is some integer. This q can be any integer. So we can express any positive or integer in this form. So how we express an even number? Even any even number we can express in the form 2n, right? The same. So same time, so this question says we have to show that any positive odd integer we can express in the form of 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5, right? Yes, here also we can use an Euclid division lemma. It also satisfies like that, right? So here what is a? A is that any positive integer. For any positive integer we can express in this form. That is what we have to show. So let a be a positive odd integer. Then what about b? Can you guess what about b? Yes, b is equal to 6. From here you can see the b is equal to 6, right? And the q can be in a 0 or greater than 0, that's not a problem. But we have an condition for r says 0 less than is equal to r less than b. So here the r takes a value 0 to 6, right? Here b is equal to 6. The r says 0 less than or is equal to r less than or b. That means since 0 less than is equal to r, 0 less than or is equal to b, so r is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it should be strictly less than b. The b is a 6, so r can be a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here if you apply to this Euclid division lemma, nearly we will get a 6 cases, right? The first case 1. So case 1 is what? R is equal to 0. Apply r is equal to 0. What will happen? So a is equal to, we know b is a 6, so 6, we can consider q itself, not a problem. 6q plus 0. What is the case 2? R is equal to 1. So a is equal to 6q plus 1. right? Because r we want to apply a 1. Next case 4. Case 4 r is equal to 2. So a is equal to 6 cube plus 2. Here r is equal to 2. So instead of r we are applying a 2. What about a case 5? R is equal to 3. So a is, case 1, 2, it's a third case, it's a fourth case, is equal to 6q plus 3. The next case 5, it says apply r is equal to 4. So a is equal to 6q plus 4. So case 6, r is equal to 5. So a is equal to 6q plus 5, right? So these are the 6 cases, but here we have to prove that an odd integer is in the form of 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5, right? So what is the first case? First case is a 6q plus 0. So 6q is an odd or even? 6q is a odd or even? So multiples of 6, the 6q, 6 we can write this as 2 multiples, right? So that case is, the 6 we can write as 2 multiples. That case, this whole term is a 2 multiple. So it is a even number, right? So even number plus 0 always a even. We know some condition that an even number plus even number is what? Even number plus even number is always, can you guess what is that? Yes, always even. What about an even plus odd? Even number plus odd number, the result will be odd. What about odd number plus odd number? So odd number plus odd number is always a even, right? So here the case is even number, right? So the what about the first case? It's a even. So case 1 is a even number. So but our case it says for positive odd integer, right? So 6q is the case for the even number. We no need to. We have to concentrate only the positive odd integer, odd integer, right? Let me see the 6q. 6q is actually even number, right? So even number plus 1. 1 is odd number. What is even number plus odd number? The result is odd, right? Next, 6q is a even. Sorry, plus 2 is a even. Even plus even is, the result is even. And what about the next case? It's a even number. 6q is an even and 3 is a odd. So result will be the odd, because even plus odd is a odd. That is why you see already even plus odd is a odd. The fifth case, even number plus even number. So it is a even. Next, sixth case, even number plus odd is a odd, right? Now we pick up what other things. Odd integer. The question says we need only the odd integer, right? So odd integer can be in the form of a 6q plus 1. Here you can see the odd integer form of a 6q plus 3. And odd integer is in the form of the 6q plus 5, right? So what happened? Hence, when a is odd, it is of the form what? 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. What about the q? For some integer q. So here this q can be any integer. Q can be any integer. That's what it says. Clear? Once again I will explain it. Is an any positive. The question is there for any positive integers is in the form of 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5. So by the Euclid division lemma, we consider that a, the number is a positive integer, and b is equal to 6. And since the 0 is less than or equal to r less than or b, the r takes in value 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 5. So there will be 6 cases, 0 to 5. We can have 6 cases. A is equal to 6q plus 0, 6q plus 1, 6q 3, 4, 5, 6. And by this condition, even number plus even number is an even number plus odd is an odd plus odd is an even. By this case, we can categorize which is the even numbers and which is the odd. The question is asking about showing odd integers. So just we picked an odd integer and we have proved. So here we go to the next problem. It's an exercise 1.1 fifth problem. Use Euclid division lemma to show that the cube of any positive integer is in the form of 9m, 9m plus 1, 9m plus 8. So it says a cube of any positive integer. It's not simply we can take any number. It says you want to take a cube. So they asked to use an Euclid division lemma, right? So then what is the a here? Let a be a positive integer. Let me consider a be a positive integer. Then we can find a cube for this positive integer, right? Then what about b? So b will be, here it's a 9. If you apply b is equal to 9, it will go, the r will go very length, right? R will take a value from 0 to 8, totally 9 cases. It will go a little longer. But some special cases are there. The 9 is a square number, right? So whatever the multiples of 9, say it's a multiples of 9, right? 9m, 9m, 9m. So the 9m's are the multiples of 9. So what are the numbers present in the multiples of 9 is also present in the multiples of 3, right? So instead of 9 we can take a 3, right? Because what are the number present in the multiples of 9 is also present in the 3. So instead of choosing the 9, I chose a 3, because if you choose a 9, R will take 9 cases. If you choose a 3, it will take only a 3 cases, and our problem will also be short and clear. So since 0 less than is equal to R less than is equal less than strictly less than B, so R takes a value 0, 1, 2, right? Here 3 cases are there. So first case 1 is R is equal to 0, that is A is equal to 3. Let me take it as a cube, 3 cube plus 0. But A I chosen as a positive integer, right? But a question they ask about a cube of it. So let me cube the both sides. So what will happen? A cube equal to 3 the whole cube, right? 3 cube plus 0, just write as a 3 cube, 3 cube the cube, right? Just we can expand. After that expanding, we will find any of these things. See, so this we can write it as an what is a 3 cube? 27. So 27 q cube is a q cube. So 27 q cube we can write in the form of what? Because we need the 9 multiples, right? Is it 27 is a 9 multiples? Yes. 9 into 3 q cube, right? It's a 9 multiples. So already we know that m can take any integer. So m considers this 3q as an m, 3q cube as an m. So 9m, right? Here assuming m is equal to 3q cube, right? So this is for the case 1. The case 1 we proved it is in the form of a 9m. What about the case 2? R is equal to 1. So A is equal to 3 cube plus 1. So A cube is equal to 3 cube plus 1 the whole cube, right? Because the question says that taken a cube, that's why you are taking a cube. So what happened? Here we want to apply identities. We already learned the identities. What identities? A plus B the whole cube is equal to A cube plus 3AB into A plus B plus B cube, right? We are going to apply these identities here. So what happens? Here A is a 3q. So 3q will become a 27q cube plus 3AB. Here already 3 is there. 3 3s are 9. 9q, 3q plus 1. Then what happens? B cube. What is the B cube? 1. 1 cube is a 1. Right? So sure you can find from this the plus 1 is that we can express this in the term of 9m plus 1. Then check whether rest of the term is in the 9 multiples. Rest only we have 2 terms, first and second terms. Is it in the 9 multiples? Yes, it is a 9 multiples, and 27 is also 9 multiples. So by the distributive property I write it as a 9 into, so we can write this 3q plus 9 I have to go outside, so q into 3q plus 1 and plus 1, right? So 9 multiples of something plus 1, it can take in any integer, right? So I will write this as a 9m plus 1, assuming m is equal to 3q cube plus q into 3q plus 1. Right? It is in the form of a 9m plus 1. Next we are applying a case 3. That is an r is equal to 2. So what happened? So a is equal to 3q plus 2. So a cube is equal to 3q plus 2 the whole cube. So applying the same identities that we have learned, a plus b the whole cube is equal to a cube plus 3ab into a plus b cube. We will get that 27q cube plus 18q 3q plus 2 plus 2 cube. Right? This is a cube, this is a 3ab, 3 into 3q plus 2 is a 18q, and a plus b 3q plus 2, and so b cube is a 2 cube. So 2 cube is actually the value 8, right? 8. So the third option is like 9m plus 8. So only thing we want to express these two terms in the multiples of 9. Is it possible? Yes. 27 is multiples of 9 and 18 is also multiples of 9. If you assume 9, a distributive property, just we are writing it. Next 9 into 3 cube plus 9, 18 how many times? 2 times. So 2 cube, 3 cube plus 2. So this is in the multiples of 9 plus 2 cube is a 8. So assuming the m can be any integer, I consider this as an any integer. 3m plus, so 9m plus 8. Assuming m is equal to 3q cube plus 2q into 3q plus 2. Right? Clear? That's it. That's we have proved. So just taking any a as an any positive integer. The question is asked to find for a cube, and for that, since we are taking a cube for all the three condition, and we are trying to express in the form of 9 multiples. So we obtain a 9m plus 1 for the 9m for the first condition, 9m plus 1 for the second condition, 9m plus 8 for the third condition. Hence, a cube is of the form 9m or 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. Clear? Thank you.